Your session timed out, Eric.
Yeah, I'm back. Are you there? There you go.
I'm here.
How did you get to the new one? Did you
I just
close it?
clicked the same link over again.
Okay. All I did, well, might have to tell the other guys to do that. I'll send them an email.
Yeah, it's probably a free Zoom account and they time out.
Yeah.
How long were you going to go tonight, by the way? I've got to get out of here at 8:30.
Well, we'll just do it 15 more minutes. I wasn't going to do it very long. I kind of planned to be done by now, but we've been kind of going off course. Alan and Michael.
Going off course is good. It really helps us.
Okay. While I've got you here, I'll go back and share my screen again. Do you have any questions while we're waiting for the other guys?
I've got a really good view of your screen. My main question is, you're doing something that I need to do for another presentation, and I'll email you with the question.
Okay. But you can easily change the colors in either of these tools.
Yeah, that's magic, and it seems to work really well.
It does.
I did a little of that last time. I didn't get a chance to go through your new instructions.
Yeah, the instructions are all there for these two tools, but it helps to, as you know, especially with Photoshop, you have to do it a couple of times to
Yep.
get it to feel even close to being normal. Do you have Michael's number or Alan's number?
Let me check.
I have Alan's number for sure.
Well,
I'll call Alan. Oh, there you are. Hi, Alan.
Hi, I'm going to decline your call.
There we go.
And there's Michael.
Hi,
I'm just calling you guys. All right. So here's our lemon, and you just play with hue and saturation and lightness, and you'll get there.
Now, why is hue pointing to blue, but the object is yellow?
Yeah, you have to ignore that because it doesn't know where you started. We started with orange, which would be way over here somewhere, but or way over here, but it doesn't know. All it's just whatever color you start with is in the middle, and then you just pull to either side.
Got it.
So ignore
That bar should not be showing a spectrum.
No, it really shouldn't. It should just be saying, it could almost be a gradient, like a black and white gradient, and say, here's the hue tones or something. But anyway, that's the idea. And saturation's showing red, and it's not really red. And
right.
Anyway, but that gets you kind of there. Okay, now I'm going to show you something really helpful that I showed Michael on a private meeting that we had a while back. Are we done with the tangerine or any more questions for?
Not quite yet, not quite yet. We still have the dancing ants.
Yes, so
Now-
go back over to the classics or the selection tool, the rectangular marquee,
Yep,
square, just
Yep.
click on that.
yep,
And now it gives you this plus symbol when you're outside of the image. It gives you this crosshairs actually,
oh, I get it, okay.
and stay outside of the image and click. And,
Yeah.
and it goes away.
Okay, could do
Okay.
unselect too, right? At the upper menu, just select and then drop down and say unselect. that have the same effect or is that different?
I guess you could, but it's faster just to do
Okay.
enough clicks.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so now we're going to the other image. And so anytime you have parallax in an image, which is often going to happen, you're shooting architecturally, it's going to go bow out. If you're low and you're shooting with a wide angle, it's going to bow out. If you're high, it's going to bow in. It's going to give you something that's not perfectly straight. So I'm going to teach you about two things. I'm going to teach you about guides, and I'm going to teach you about how to get this straight. So I purposely warped this, and now I'm going to make it straight. So up here in the rulers, do you have your rulers on? Okay,
Yeah.
Alan, you have yours on?
I do, but they're set differently. Mine are set up to smaller increments.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
So you just take your tool, your cursor, you put it anywhere up there. Put it near the 3, the 4, I don't care, because you can't change anything there. And then you left click and you drag it down. And you see that line I'm creating?
yep.
And I'm going to put that right on the top corner. I'm going to let go and it turns blue.
And so it did.
Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the left-hand side and I'm going to click that puppy and I'm going to pull that one over and I'm going to let go.
Hmm.
And these are guides. These are ways that you can tell that you're doing the right thing. If you want to make the horizon perfectly straight, and people get dinged by the judges all the time that their horizon line is not perfect, and because it's tipping one way or the other. Now you can fix that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lightroom will do that with one click.
Well, it'll take its best guess. Yes, this is going to be very exact. So now I'm going to take my marquee tool and I'm going to draw a box around this whole thing.
I thought we already had a box.
It's in a box, but now it has a box that you can do something. You can actually affect it.
Okay. It's
So
for
the
selecting.
dancing ants should be all the way around. And now
Okay,
I'm going to right click. And we are going to, in this case, free transform. Then it gives you little boxes around the edges. That doesn't help you for what we want to do. This just takes you one step. And then you right click again and you can hit skew.
oh. You. Okay,
All right. Now, once we've done that, here's what we're going to be able to do. I'm going to take my cursor. I'm going to move it up to the upper left-hand corner of that little box on the outside edge.
yeah,
And I'm just going to pull it up. And it's stretched my image. Now I'm going to take that same box and I'm going to pull it left. And now it's fairly well aligned. It's not perfect, so I need to go over to the right-hand side, that little box, and pull it down. Now that I've got all that done, I'll hit enter, and now it's straight.
You're gonna have to back up another step, I think, for me, Eric.
Okay,
I used the guides, I put the rectangular selection, and now the next step is where I'm lost. I've got the
Okay.
dancing ants in a rectangular
okay.
selection.
All right, so do this for me. Do Command T.
Okay, that's all right. That's what I was thought. Okay, I get it now. I did it.
Okay, I showed guys, I just showed us as right clicking and doing free transform. But what I really use is Command T so I can get into transform, which gives me this. And then you right click and you say skew. Now, there's other choices there. Distort, perspective, a whole bunch of other things, and I'll give you a quick look at those in the next few minutes.
Can I'm sorry, I was able to get up, move the top one, but when I tried to go to the left, it wouldn't do it. Was I supposed to go to someplace new?
Okay, so you went to the left-hand corner,
Well, I went to the left-hand corner and I went upwards.
move it up like that.
Yeah, and then when I went to the left, it just went bonkers.
Okay, so now go back up to the left-hand corner, click, and drag it to the left.
Oh, that went much better. I see.
And
Yeah.
now it threw it off a little bit on the right-hand side, and you need to click and drag it down a little bit, and then hit enter.
Oh, you're right. You did drag it. There it is. That's much better. Okay.
And then you can see I've got the crosshairs. Now I'm just going to click, and it gets rid of everything, and it's perfectly straight.
That last step, where do you click to get it done, to finish this project, this part? I've got it all skewed the way I want it, all transformed. Now I'm ready to go on to the next breath.
Okay, you still have the crosshairs, Michael?
No. I'm in a free transform. I've got the dancing ants. I've
Yeah.
shaped it the way I want to. But
Yeah, but your tool, do you see you don't, what do you have for this cursor tool? Is that
it's an arrowhead.
okay, well, get out of that by going over to your selection tool, the rectangular marquee,
Oh, yeah.
click on that, and then click outside of the image.
Done. I got it. I
Okay.
got it. Okay. And
All
now I've
right.
got the crosshairs.
Now, the thing I absolutely love about this marquee tool, and I use it all the time, and once you're comfortable with it, you can do a quick selection like that, and I can do image, crop, and I'm got a nice, reasonably good crop around there.
Would
And-
be able to talk you into, there aren't too many steps to this. Would I be able to talk you into giving this, writing down the steps since my notes are messed up?
I missed that. Say that again.
I was wondering if you could give us the steps for that correction lesson that you just gave.
This one we just did?
Yeah.
I think it's in the email I sent you.
Oh, well, I did read the email.
Yeah, all those steps are in the email about the transform.
Okay.
So now I'm going to do something new. I'm going to use that marquee tool, and I'm going to create the selection again. And I'm going to do Command T. And then I'm going to do right click. And now I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to do perspective. And now when I do perspective, I'm going to go up to one of these top corners, and it doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to pull it in. And now it's falling away in perspective. You can do that with buildings. You can do that with people. You can do that with lots of things to create perspective. And it's a fun tool to use. I only use it occasionally, but you can do that. You can also use distort. Now, distort is not the same as skew. When I grab this thing, look what it's doing. It's creating this almost like it's a 3D plane.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does a lot of different things. It's making it look like, oh, there's just barely the side of it. And believe me, this comes in handy for me. And at some point, it may for you as well. And you can do that with any of the corners.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I can distort it like that way. I can distort it, lots of different ways. So it helps you to give some 3D to an image that is just flat 2D. All right, let's see. Did I cover everything? Yeah. Those are all the pieces. And just what do you guys think about doing twice a month? Is that
Great
okay?
idea.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I think it's valuable if I can schedule.
Yeah. Well, we'll shoot for the second and the fourth Monday, and we'll just do it on a regular basis, and as many people that can make it will make it. If I can't make it, I'll give you guys a heads up and say something's going on. My daughter's getting married.
oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
we were supposed to get her married last July. That didn't work.
Yeah, I imagine.
So anyway, we're gonna do that again. And so I got a lot of things on my plate, but I've got my Mondays set aside. So for now, we're good.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for taking all this time.
You bet. And please send me questions.
Well,
or
I've got a question before we finish today.
Yeah.
We're done with the skew and the distort and circuit. Now I want to go get that cup of coffee. Where do I stop at this point? What do I do now?
All right. You've got the transform on there.
It's all done.
Okay. And you're done with it, right? And you hit enter. And now it's gone. And you still have the dancing ants, or at least I do.
Yes.
And I'm going to click off of that just to clean up the image.
Click off of it, off to the sides. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yep.
And now everything's clean and everything's back to the clean way I should have it. And then file, save as.
How do I get rid of those lines, those guidelines?
The guides.
Yeah.
If you want to, you go up to the move tool, which is the top tool.
Yeah.
And you come over here and you get on top of it, and it gives you these two little parallel bars.
I got it. I got it.
And then move it up.
Okay, I got it.
And you move it over here, and it's gone away.
Okay, so now we command and you put save as or just save?
If you gave it a new name, like mine says skew image, and you're happy with that where you are, then you can just do file save and go back and save that. But I'm not going to, because skew image, that one is crooked, and I want to keep that crooked one for lessons. This one's perfect now, but I don't want a perfect one. I want a lousy one. So
I want to save this one.
Okay.
So I just plain save. That won't change the file name then.
Right. And
Okay.
so I'm going to try to close this. I'll just show you real quickly. The skew image one, I don't want this because I want the bad one. And I'm going to say, and it's going to say, do you want to save it? And I'm going to say no. And it's going to just take me to where other image I have floating around, which is that one. And I am not going to save that one either.
Excellent. Eric, I've got to run, but thank you very much. This is great stuff. It would have been better if I'd had a chance to do my homework, but I'll try to catch up for the next lesson.
Okay. And do you know what speed your connection is? I'm trying to decide if it's your connection or whether it's Zoom or whether it's.
I haven't measured it today, but it's usually 80 or even 100 megabits.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Mine's 180, but you don't need any of that for what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to run. See you guys later.
Okay, goodbye. Eric,
Yes.
I don't remember last time having so much trouble seeing the details and words on your screen. And I don't know what I can do to make it larger. I'm squinting. It's been hard for me to read.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make those words bigger.
I don't know what else.
I'll look into that because that's important.
And I'm going to continue to work on how to lock these floating panels. I saw what you did earlier, but I can't quite get that to work right.
Well, let me open up a couple and let's look. So I've made my screen smaller, and I'm going to unlock it.
How did you unlock it?
I just grabbed it right over here in the empty space,
Oh, okay.
and then I pulled it over.
All right.
And then I'm gonna grab the top bar now. And I'm gonna move that over to the right until it turns blue, which is right there, and let go.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
I'm going to say goodbye as well. Thank you, Eric.
All right, I got it now, Eric.
All
Thank
right,
you very much. All right.
Alan, take care.
Eric, thank you very, very much.
All righty, see you guys.
When is the wedding?
July 31st.
Okay, wonderful news. Wonderful. Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.